Good morning from the home office. Today is a quick practical tutorial on how to conquer a huge number of tasks and keep everything organized and making sure nothing is being missed. That applies to both professional, personal, everything that you need to deal with and that requires your attention, and how to be the most efficient with it. Originally, I was actually going to just film this quick video for my team, but I thought, why not share it, because I think it's valuable information. It worked for me for many years, and this is what we train all the new team members on. So if you get the benefit from it, feel free to use and share. The key is to create a single file in the first place, meaning that everything you need to do, you shouldn't be checking in multiple locations. If it's on a piece of paper, is it on my phone, is it in my email? It should be one single file for everything you need to do, and then you tackle the projects basically in the order they were received. For that, in the first place, I will go to my Asana. So this is where I have my do list, and it's a shared list together with my team, and I will make sure that I have here in my Asana, I will have in the settings, notifications, and I have the email notification. So what I will have all activity notified to me, anything where I am either the owner of the task or a collaborator on a specific task. So you have all the details here, and the daily summary. So that helps me to have an overview of the day. Weekly reports, optional if you want to see the completion. It's a good tool, but this is not part of the do list, but again, helps with an overview. Now, I will treat my email as one single file of everything I need to do. So I'm getting notifications, for example, somebody assigned me a task, or somebody added a comment on the task, and so on. So anything that involves any of my tasks, be it my task or where I'm a collaborator, I will get a notification. So here in one place, I will have do list, and I will also have anything that comes externally, any requests, any emails. So if it's my collaboration and task and email time, this is my only reference here. I will also receive daily a task, an email with a bunch of tasks that are upcoming on my do list for the day. For example, some of them have been due yesterday, some of them are due today, and I also have some recently assigned ones and sometimes upcoming, depending on what I have on my list. So if I have a big task that is due today, I definitely want to see it a little bit beforehand and not have a panic last minute. So Asana is pretty good that way, that you have a good overview on a daily basis. What do you have on your plate? Now, I will go through my emails in the chronological order from older to newer. And I will basically actually do two passes. When the emails are just received, I go through them, and it's a 2-minute rule, meaning if there is a request, if there is something I can do and it takes less than 2 minutes, I will do it right away. I will not put it in the system. I'll just get it done and forget about it. Same goes with WhatsApp. We also have means of communication. Instead of sending a big email, sometimes it's a quick WhatsApp message, and if the response takes less than 2 minutes, or some action can be taken in less than 2 minutes, it will be done there and then and be done, completed. If, on the other hand, it takes longer than 2 minutes, even if it comes from WhatsApp messages, I will put it on my Asana. If it's even some personal task, I don't know, go Costco shopping, I will put it on Asana, because now it's in my queue, it's in my do list. It's not something distracting on a different path, it's in one single queue. And also for urgent, quick tasks, for example, if I'm in the middle of the bank reconciliation and I have 10 accounts to reconcile, it takes me a while before I move on to the next task. And if at the same time there is a letter that is waiting for my signature for a student that takes 30 seconds or less. I will have a capacity of having a fast track task that is always on the top of my list, and my assistants have access to it, and it's right on top of my Asana here. This is my list, both from my assistants to me and from me to my assistants, to know what are the quick or priority projects that we have to keep in mind as we are working through the long list. But even this task is in the queue, it's just always on top for quick and important things. So back to the email, this is my single queue. I'm opening the emails in the order they were received, and then I action each of them. So if it's an email from external source, for example, an accountant wants a document, I will send the document. So it's not an Asana. The next email can be Asana, and then I will have this Asana email, whatever a team member wants from me or me want from me, that I have put on my list that needs to be done next. Then I move on to the next list. When I have a daily summary, I will click on each task and see the status. I don't always have to do it the same day. For example, if for the bank reconciliation, I'm waiting for the dispatch to do the fuel postings, I will not wait with this task until they are done. I will just reschedule this task for myself a few days later, for example. So once I'm done with the task, I delete the email notification from Asana about that task, and I will mark the task completed on Asana, or I will schedule it for later if it's not a task I'm doing immediately, or I will assign the task to someone else. So if I'm collaborating with somebody on an Asana task and they need to give me some information, or I need to give them some files or so, then I will put my comments or I will attach files, and then I will assign that Asana task to that person, that they know that the next action that needs to be taken on this task is on them. And they will automatically, as long as they're following the same procedure, they will also receive a notification from Asana that I asked a question, or I provided some files that they were asking for, or answered their question, and so on. So this way, everybody has their queue of what tasks are on everyone's plate, and which stage, which task is on whose plate. And once the tasks are done, we delete the email notifications and we mark the tasks completed in Asana and move things forward. So I hope this procedure was useful, and those tips help your productivity and getting things done in an efficient and swift manner. Happy productivity.